Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley again. How everybody doing? Mm, Look, I'm gonna carry on from the video. The Lord had gave me more to talk to you about. Now this is very, very important because this is gonna help someone or a lot of someone's understand what's going on with them. Because it's always a consequence. Even when you grown and you do wrong, there's still a consequence. It's always a consequence. So, I'm doing a slow jam for y'all. I'm finna read this thing because this is very, very important and I don't want to miss anything. This is what I want to know. How can you create a cure unless you created the disease? How can you create a cure unless you created the disease? And people are very aware of what causes disease. So also, they're very aware that if you give the people a false sense of cure, then they can remain impure. See, back in the day, I know people still did stuff, but they don't do things like we do them now. We be doing three much, not too much, three much. Just, out of control. So I'm gonna take it like this to show you in a way that maybe that you guys can understand to the fullest. And it says in the Word of God to write down the vision and make it plain. I try to make my videos as plain as possible so that you can have understanding, so you can take command of your life and get it better than what it is. And not saying it's bad where it's at, but let's get with that. Each one of these individual things that I'm going to talk to you about has its own reaction. Each thing: milk, soda, orange juice, coffee. But now if you mix them all together, if you take and mix milk, soda, orange juice, and coffee together, you're going to create a formula of disaster. Now each one of them by themselves you could probably consume and you'll be just fine. But if you mix them all together, you're going to create disaster. And that's the same thing when we go out here and we have sex with multiple people. You're creating a disaster. Because each person has their own bacteria in their bodies. They ain't got to be, having no sexually transmitted disease, but I'm just saying their bacteria are different. So when you go to her and to her, or to him and to him, each person creates a disease and it causes a reaction in your body. How you think it all began? It had to start somewhere. Either it was created in a lab and given to people and putting it out there to make people withdraw, from their immorality, or was it testing? Whatever it was, I'm telling y'all right now that you could take 5 women and they have no disease and you can sleep with each one of them and it's going to create a disaster because each woman's bacteria and man's people are different. So let me get a little deeper. So when you get that little reaction from that, being promiscuous, because I'm going to use bacterias as a metaphor for spirits. Not only are you getting the bacteria, but you're getting the spirit of that person, and that person they was with, and the 10 people that person was with, and the 20 people that person was with. So now you done slept with 35 people in that one person. Let me get a little deeper. So basically, bacteria is not only the only thing that you can also get parasites. Yeah. Oh, you think about that. You can get parasites from food, but you can also get parasites from people. And you can pass them on, and they can go into your body. And they can cause you to have sicknesses, even mental illness. Because they're creating more and more. And sometimes, it creates mental sickness. So you start and both spiritual and physical sickness. And then the next thing you know, you're confused and full of illusions. You can't even think straight. And it's nothing like what's wrong with you at first. Just start checking out the people you attach yourself to. I don't care if you're married to them. Some people ain't right. It ain't how long you been with them that makes them right or makes them wrong. They wasn't right from the get-go. But now you trust that ain't right ass person. Oh, excuse my French. Oui. That ain't right ass person because you think you know them a long time. Longevity does not say that somebody is good to you. You just know them a long time, so you feel comfortable with this individual. But it does not mean that it's going to be beneficial. So the length of time you know somebody does not mean that they're good for you. You can know somebody 6 months and be better to you than somebody you've been with 6 years. Because they're a good person. That's who they are. They embody this. I keep telling people about embodiment. Like somebody was telling me, oh, he should know better or she should know better because they this age. Let me tell you something about age, baby. Age just tells how long somebody been here. It does not define their maturity, nor their purity. Some people just stuck like Chuck and don't give a. And they come into one rampant in your life. And it could be your husband or your wife. I'm just saying. That's a title. Everyone carries a title of some sort. It does not mean that they can handle the responsibilities of that title, nor the respect of it. So don't get caught up in titles. Don't do that. Because sometimes you don't even know the person you're laying next to. And I remember this, and then I'm going to let y'all go. I thought about something. I said, when I was married, and I'm not married anymore. And when all the things that was happening within it, I didn't understand it at first. And I said, God, great I am. I said, what's going on? I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And nobody ain't no perfect person, but I'm doing this and doing that. And every man and woman, dreams like when they walk down the aisle with this person that y'all on the same level. No. What the Spirit told me was this. Some people got something in mind for you, but they ain't got nothing in heart for you. Check that out. Some people got something in mind for you, but they don't have nothing in heart for you. That part. So I hope that helped y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Get it before it gets you. I'm out.